Who are you, you bastard? The son of the family you are trying to exterminate. What are you talking about? The son of the family we are trying to exterminate. The great Bai family? And this voice. Bai Lidwan. Yeah, it's me. What gives that piece of trash the confidence to act like that? Wait, more importantly, how did he get here? It doesn't matter. Slash was going to kill him anyway. Kill that bastard. 5,000 taels. What are you talking about? That bastard needs to be killed right away. Not in this place, right? If you don't want to, do it yourself then. This money-crazed hound. Damn. I got it, so take care of him quickly. Kid, you have my thanks. Thanks to you, I've got another 5,000 taels. Are you the vagabond they call Bloodhound? Yeah. To think a kid like you would know my name. Then you would also know that you will die soon, right? Bai Lidwan's body barely has 5 years' worth of inner chi. You're quite agile. His body is definitely slow. If I hadn't predicted Bloodhound's attack in advance, I would have been killed in one high. Still, I'm not fighting with Bai Lidwan's body, but with my experience. However, this is fun. How long has it been since I got to fight a life or death battle? I get it now. I liked fighting. But after becoming the strongest in the world, my later years, which were filled with peaceful days, were just boring. Soul chasing is your sword art's first movement. Impossible. Bai Lidwan. How do you have this kind of skill? Who knows? Will you understand if I explain it to you? Why are you holding Bloodhound's weapon? Don't tell me. You want to make it look like Bloodhound and I had a fallout. It's similar, but you're not completely right. I will make it look like Bloodhound ran away after killing you. Wait. I'll give you anything if you spare me. It will be helpful for you and your family. If you sell it all, it will amount to over 30,000 taels. Seeing how you can still make conditions with me, you're quite relaxed. How is it? If you spare me, everything in here will be yours. Aside from this, there are quite a few other assets. If you spare me, one will GNE you everything. But I die, you won't be able to find anything. I heard what you said earlier. There are only two types of people in Jianghu, the strong and the weak. The strong survive. And the weak die, right? It looks like you are the weak today. Please come in. Both the Bloodhound and the Patriarch are dead. Young Master Bai Lidwan killed both of them by himself. General Manager Zhang Yu. From now on, you are the Yang Syndicate's new leader. After Young Master left, he just waited all night like that without sleep. Brat, you must have been worried about. I'm hungry. Let's eat. Please bring us your most expensive dishes, yes. Come to think of it, there was a rumor going around that the Bloodhound killed the Yang Syndicate leader and ran away with his wealth. It's not true, right? Something like that happened. Wasn't your doing, Young Master? Didn't you say it was the Bloodhound's doing? Right? I knew it. How could you defeat the Yang Syndicate leader and Bullhound? True. It must have been a coincidence, then. Young Master just happened to be there, and something like that happened before you arrived. That makes sense, no. Makes sense my ass. There's no way such a coincidence could happen. What on earth did you do? I already told you I was going to kill them. My God. How on earth? Then, did you steal the wealth that the Bloodhound allegedly ran away with? What do you mean, steal? It's compensation. Compensation. Yeah. He was giving orders to kill my parents, you, me, and everyone in our family. He tried to exterminate us and take everything our family had. How much did you take? Never mind. Please don't tell me. I don't want to know. Why? I can tell you if you are curious. I don't want to hear it. Don't they say that if you know too many secrets, you'll be the first to die? Ha ha. You know it well. 32,000 taels. If I had stayed longer at the Yang Syndicate and sold various things, I could have made a lot more money, but I didn't. Many unforeseen consequences may occur, and my existence may be revealed if I get greedy for no reason. Jing Yu realized that I was the heir of the Bai swordsman family. He thought I was a sleeping dragon who had been hiding his martial arts skills and swore loyalty to me. Of course, I am not foolish enough to believe in this impulsive and dord loyalty. I will just keep my distance and use him. Then, did you also kill Yang Jigang? Yes, I did. Why? Do you feel sorry for him, even after what he did? That bastard is still young, though. What does age have to do with right and wrong? Regardless of whether you are young or old, if you have done something worthy of death, you must die. That's true, but I'm saying this just in case you don't know, but I didn't kill him because of you. He tried to kill me that day. You are kind, indeed. Guang too. Yes, young master. From now on, I'm planning to teach you martial arts. Not martial arts that you just imitate, but real martial arts. Are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. Even if wanted to, isn't it too late to learn martial arts? I am 25 this year. Just leave that to me. It's true that he's quite old to learn martial arts. But if I am his master, his age disadvantage can be offset. Think about it carefully before answering me, because it's a decision that will not only affect your life. Would you like to learn martial arts from me? I will learn it. Why do you want to learn? Because you have changed. And through this incident, I felt like I wanted to change too. Young master, I also want to change like you. Let me ask you one more question. Why are you so nice to me? I was just a piece of trash before, because it happened once before, too. What happened? You were a good person, young master. You treated me nicely. When I was 15 and you were 10. I was very sick then. My fever was so severe that I lost consciousness. And when I opened my eyes after barely coming to my senses, you were putting a cold towel on my forehead. I still can't forget the worried look you gave me back then. Never before or since have you ever given me such a sincere look. How foolish. To think you're still caught up in that kind of thing. For some people, that kind of thing can be an unforgettable experience. The martial art you will learn is the Southern C7 techniques. Southern C7 techniques. And you are no longer my servant. From now on, you are my subordinate. I heard that this is how Jianghu people bow when they learn martial arts. Right. You did well. I have no intention of taking Guangtu as my disciple. What I'm doing is close to teaching my subordinate a move. But I guess I can still accept his bow of gratitude. Unbelievable. To think the Yang Syndicate leader would try to kill US by mobilizing the vagabonds. He was much more vicious than we thought. If he hadn't fallen out with the Bloodhound, we would have been in great trouble. Heaven must have helped US. How fortunate. Still, we have to repay the debt we owe the Yang Syndicate. Yes. I knew he would say that. He'd think we owe the Yang Syndicate, not Yang Jizya. I hope you aren't too upset, Father. Yeah. Go and get some rest. Yes. Father. It's my first time saying that. Since my mother raised me all by herself from a young age, I did not have a father in my previous life. Although it's my first time saying it. It doesn't feel too bad. What's this? This is 3,000 taels I've saved up so far. 3,000 taels? How did you save up this kind of money? I saved it in case I need to use it after marriage. It's part of the 32,000 taels I received from Yang Jizya. I'm only giving him this much just in case he gets suspicious. In that case, why are you giving me this money? Please use this money and reorganize the sword squad. What do you mean? And please increase their monthly salary and hire new personnel that we haven't been able to. Do you think? We stay for the money. I know that's not the case. But we can't let their family members suffer because of the money. I get it. In that case, give the money to the family patriarch, not me. This is my guess. But I don't think you will take the money Father gives you. From what I understand, Seo Young is a loyal person. Even if Father gives him the money to reorganize the squad. Since he's confident that he can manage the swordsman squad, he always refuses the money, saying he wants to repay the debt first. You and the swordsman squad are the core of our family. If you and the swordsman squad fall, our family will fall together with you. What are you talking about? The center of the family isn't the swordsman squad, but the patriarch. To think I would find a character like him here too. You're right. But isn't the swordsman squad what empowers the patriarch to become the center of the family? Please accept it. It's for the sake of the patriarch as well. All right, I promise that I will only use this money for the swordsman squad. Thank you so much, squad leader. Then I'll take my leave. Duan. Yes. Thanks. Unlike with Guangtu, there's no need to say as much. He will show the results himself. A few days later. Recently, the atmosphere at the swordsman squad has gotten better. Not just at the swordsman squad, but the entire family has gotten more energetic. It's probably because I, who used to be a slob, has changed. As the story spread that I paid the swordsman squad's late salary, the content of the talks behind my back changed, and an announcement about selecting new swordsmen for the swordsman squad was made. For the first time in a while, the atmosphere in the Billy Swordsman family has become lively. However, the problem is my inner chi. Except for the time spent sleeping, I'm spending all of my time cultivating the heavenly martial circulation mind art, which builds up inner chi 3 times faster than normal cultivation methods. Despite this, I could only accumulate a tiny amount. There's only one solution now. I need to somehow increase the speed at which my inner chi accumulates by unclogging my conception and governing vessel. In that case, I need an elixir to unclog them. I have 29,000 taels left. Can I really buy an elixir with this money? Jinan. Black Market Jinan's branch. You came here to buy an elixir? Yes, sir. What kind? Pill? Herb? It doesn't matter. There's a saying in Jianghu that goes like this. Things that are not in the black market are things that are not in Jianghu. If I can't find it here, I won't be able to get the elixir with money for a while. Your luck is quite good. We haven't had any elixir at our branch for the last 6 months. However, an elixir arrived 2 days ago. What's it? It's the millennium-year-old herb. Millennium-year-old herb. An herb known to give you from 10 to 15 years worth of inner chi. In this day and age where elixirs are rare, it's not easy to get your hands on something like this. It's 44,000 taels. Damn. I am 15,000 taels short. Maybe the only time you can buy it is now. Considering how hard it is to acquire elixirs these days, even if you don't buy it, it will be sold very quickly. I didn't bring enough money, so I'll have to come back next time. Why do you want to buy the elixir? Of course, it's to become stronger. What if you become stronger? I recently came to my senses after being unfilial my whole life. I'm thinking of showing my filial piety, you see. Ha 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 ha, sorry for laughing. Because that's the most ridiculous thing I've heard while doing business here. Why? Since there was not a single filial person among the Jianghu people who tried to buy the elixir. I know what he means. Because was like that too. When you're obsessed with becoming stronger, you have no choice but to ignore those around you. When I became the strongest person in the world, I tried to fulfill the filial piety that I could not to my mother. However, it was already too late. It's a pity. But it looks like I missed the opportunity to become the first filial son. I will wait 10 days. If you can gather enough money within that time, I will sell it to you. I'm a person who believes each elixir has a rightful owner. Prove me right. How troublesome. Out of the 10-day promise, 3 days have already passed. Time keeps passing by, but I still have no way to earn money. If I squeeze out all the money I can get from the Yang Syndicate, maybe I should be able to get 15,000 taels. However, if that happens, my relationship with Zheng Yu will hit rock bottom. He will think of me as a leech trying to suck money and have other thoughts. I still have plans for the Yang Syndicate though. Young master, you've been worried about something lately, right? He's almost as sharp as advisor Gal Seriang. You want to see Lady Song again, right? Muram Alliance QUFU branch. I spent 1,000 taels on this skin mask and disguised myself, so they shouldn't be able to recognize me. What? The reason we borrowed 20,000 taels from the Yang Syndicate wasn't because I wanted to use that money to go out and catch a criminal with a bounty, but it was actually because I ended up being his hostage. Yes, you lost a lot of money to that bastard at that time. This guy was such a big idiot. At that time, if it wasn't for the intervention of Great Warrior Gong, the leader of Muram Alliance QUFU branch, whom you usually hung out with, you would have lost your life. What? A man who is the branch leader of the Muram Alliance would hang out with such an idiotic kid. I know that the Patriarch gave 15,000 taels to Guadushu and 5,000 taels to Great Warrior Gong in appreciation. A branch leader of the Muram Alliance would take a bribe. Anyway, that was the final blow to our family's finances. Was Guodushu caught? I haven't heard anything about him being caught yet. May I ask who you are looking for? I came to find the branch leader. May I ask where you are from? Please give me a moment. Currently, the Heavenly Blade Sect is a member of the Central Plains 5 forces, which consist of the 5 most powerful forces in Jianghu. If it weren't for me, these are the 5 factions that might have been fighting for supremacy in the Central Plains. As a result, I knew the inner circumstances of the Central Plains 5 forces like the back of my hand. Among them, the faction best suited for my disguise is the Heavenly Blade Sect. The reason was simple. Ma Fengji, the Heavenly Blade Sect leader, had complicated problems with women, which is why he had more than 10 women and dozens of descendants. It was said that even the Heavenly Blade Sect leader himself had trouble differentiating among them. Please come in. The security is truly a mess. Just because I told him I came from the Heavenly Blade Sect while wearing expensive clothes, he let me in without even checking my identity. If I were an assassin coming to kill the branch leader, he would be dead already. Welcome. Did you say you came from the Heavenly Blade Sect? That's correct. How may I address you, sir? It's Chong. The errant sect leader is my uncle. I've long heard of your great name. It's truly an honor to meet you like this. What great name? Although Chong actually existed, he lives a secluded life, so the outside world knows very little about him. Here, please have a seat. The reason I came here is because I have something important to tell you. Please go ahead. Our family is pursuing someone. When we tracked him down, we found out that he held somebody hostage in this place. And I heard you were the one who intervened at that time. Could it be that? You are talking about Guodushu. Yes, that's correct. But why are you looking for him, great warrior Ma? He has committed a great sin. All the warriors in our family are tracking him down. Judging from Gongzong's expression, it's clear that he and Guodushu have some kind of relationship. What great sin did that bastard commit against the Heavenly Blade Sect? It's an internal matter, so I can't tell you that. However, this is an important matter that even the elders in our family are paying attention to. That's also why I came here in such a hurry without giving you any prior notice. I see. Since our family has stepped forward, it's only a matter of time before that bastard is caught. And I will be honest with you, Branch Leader Gong. I want to catch him before anyone else in my family. I want to prove that my abilities are superior to other successors in the family. Moreover, don't you want to be promoted to the HQ? If you can help me find Guodushu's whereabouts, I will send you to the HQ. I know that many branch leaders dream of advancing to the Miram Alliance's HQ. Imagine if they even have the Heavenly Blade Sect as their support. Are you serious? I also need someone I can trust within the Miram Alliance's HQ. I promise you in the name of the Heavenly Blade Sect. However, you must find out as quickly as possible, since there's not much time left for you to seize this opportunity. I will wait for your good news. Please wait for a short while. What? You only need to wait for a short while. I think I can help you, great warrior. This guy is Guodushu. Yes. I've also been going after this vicious criminal. And I have figured out his location. Where's he? Jinan, sir. Jinan. Yes. This bastard is someone who will sell his own child just to gamble. I think you can find him if you search the gambling dens in Jinan. If I catch him, I will help you become the vice leader at the Muram Alliance's HQ. I will serve you with my whole heart. This matter must be kept secret, since I can't let the other members of my family catch him first. Of course, sir. And there's a bounty on him, right? How much is it? It's 5,000 taels. 20,000 taels, that's great. Pardon? It's 5,000 taels, not 20,000. I think I was mistaken. It's definitely 20,000 taels. I plan to head back to my family after handing over the bastard's head. Yes, sir. See you in 3 days. Why are you so surprised? Isn't this a natural result? Ha, you're absolutely right. What about the money? Here you go, it's 20,000 taels. Congratulations on catching your family's enemy yourself, young master. I don't need to count it, do I? Of course. I've already confirmed it twice. As expected, our branch leader Gong is very meticulous. I like it. You should get ready to go to the HQ now. Thank you so much. However, Befari, this guy died. He said he knew you. He told you both worked together to rob the Billy Swordsman family of their money. No way. That bastard just had to run his mouth before he died. There's no need to panic. I like materialistic people. Only then can they do bold things. Don't you think so too? Thank you so much for your understanding. Still, I'm curious, why did you do that? About that thing. You should have just died quietly. Why did you have to spill everything? If I keep pretending not to know anything, I will only lose his trust. That guy called Billy Duan was a complete scum. A complete scum. Yes, that's why we wanted to teach him some manners. Ha ha ha, so that's why. My questions are answered now. I thought I had committed a mortal sin. Billy Duan, how are you? If you had wanted to fix my manners, beating me up would have been enough. Why did you take the money? My money. Give me back my money. How is this your money? It's the money you stole from our family. Shut up, you bastard. The Muram Alliance didn't appoint you as a branch leader to do this kind of thing. You were appointed as one to protect the people of Jianghu. Here's the money. For some reason, I thought that you would be able to get the money somehow. And you really did it. I didn't expect I could get it in time either. I'll bring the elixir, so just wait here. I'm only allowed to show you the goods after the money has been confirmed inside. I will wait here. 44,000 taels. Money that can allow an ordinary person to live comfortably for the rest of his life. No, even his children can live off of that amount. Unless you are a Jianghu person, it'd be incomprehensible why someone would spend that much money just to increase their inner chi by 15 years worth. However, for a Jianghu person, gaining 15 years worth of inner chi means buying 15 years of time and effort. Check it. It's in very good condition. I told you. You're very lucky. It's all thanks to your consideration. Thank you so much. As expected, an elixir does pick its owner. Millennium-year-old herb. If an ordinary person takes it, he will live a long and sickness-free life. If a Jianmu person takes it, their inner chi will increase by at least 10 to 15 years worth. Normally, average masters can gain up to 10 years worth of inner chi from the millennium-year-old herb, but with my heavenly martial circulation mind art, Slash will be able to gain 15 years worth of inner chi. Now, please take care of me. With 15 years worth of inner chi added, I now have 20 years worth in total. My chi discharge has become stronger. That's not all. My chi flow has become more natural. And so has my martial art performance. And those are the results of gaining just 15 years worth of inner chi. When did I last feel this much fun? I just hope that this path of martial arts learning will be different from the fierce and bloody path I walked in my past life. That's why. I hope I get what I wanted at the end of the path. Why are you so late? Did something happen? There was no contact for several days. I've lost a few years of my life because of you, young master. Looking at his puffy eyes, IT looks like he couldn't sleep well because he was worried about me. Brett, you don't have to worry about me. How can I not? So, what happened? Did you catch that bastard? I always settle my debt. Does that mean? Anyway, did you train the mind art I taught you properly? Show me. Pardon? Right now. Why not? Well, I was really anxious because of a certain someone. Hurry up and do it. Yes. Look at him. After acting like he didn't do anything, he actually worked pretty hard. Enough. You did well. Really? Do you like it that much? It's the first compliment I've received after learning martial arts from you, young master. Don't keep giving meaning to every little thing. Baekpyo, who was happy to see snow for the first time, was also a very sentimental person. Now that I think about it, the people who were close to me all had this sentimental side to them. Still, something about you has changed, young master. He's pretty quick-witted, huh? To think you would notice the change in my chi path after I unclogged my conception and governing vessels. Or is it because he has been by my side for that long? In your opinion, what seems to have changed? I'm not exactly sure. But you've become calmer somehow. As expected. Wait. Could it be that you found a girl? What? Am I right? You slept with her, didn't you? You must have. Stop spouting nonsense. I'm going to teach you some movements from now on, so bring the blade you bought. Young master, something big has happened. The Murim Alliance leader has passed away. Jianghu is completely turned upside down. Not just the Murim people, but everyone is talking about him right now. Is that so? What's with your bland reaction? Why should I see RYF to hear this? You should be surprised, at least. I was surprised. You can't imagine how surprised I was, since I really didn't know I would die like that. I wonder what kind of person the Murim Alliance leader was. Who knows about? I think he must have been disappointed about dying as the Alliance leader. Why do you think? Didn't he die while holding the happiest position in the world? If it were me, I don't think I could die because I would find it so unfair. Happy? Was I really? Everyone was afraid of me and regarded me as an unapproachable existence. I had loyal subordinates who would sacrifice their lives to carry out my orders, but there was an invisible wall between them and me. I never even had a deep conversation with Advisor Gal Seriang. No one could tell me the truth. I was the loneliest of all. Young master, let's have a drink. Right now. An elder of Jianghu has passed away. We should have a drink to express our condolences. Well, now I have you. All right. To commemorate your becoming a Jianghu person, buy us a drink. If you say it that way, I have no other choice but to buy it. I understand. The drink is on me this time. Still can't believe that the Alliance leader is dead. We can no longer delay choosing the next leader. Introduction, Bright Moon Group Leaders Watielong. Who would have thought that someone who used his life to swear loyalty to the leader when he was alive would nominate a leader candidate without even discussing it with me first? In addition, he did it after winning over all 10 great organizations, the core organizations of Murim Alliance, including the Bright Moon Group, Iron Horse Group, Law Enforcement Hall, Administrative Hall, and even the Council of Elders as well. He has prepared it for a long time. And there's no doubt that the leader was assassinated. I understand how you feel, but shouldn't the Murim Alliance resume its normal operation? You can't put off the decision any longer. I'll think about it. If you postpone it any longer, we will proceed with the voting without you, advisor. Now that 2 of the 3 major groups have made their decision, there is nothing I can do. Alliance leader, you shouldn't have passed away like that. I don't know what kind of person he was as the Alliance leader, but I think Tian Hajin is a person who deserves respect as a martial artist. You know the fight between him and the Battle Demon, right? Of course. It was made into several stories afterwards, right? Yeah. But most of them are nonsense. How do you know? Because I was there too. That old man is bluffing. No one survived the fight that day. Not only the Battle Demon, but all of his subordinates are also dead. The battle demon was a scary man. 2.7 meters tall, and his fist was as big as an adult's head. He was born to fight. 2.7 meters tall and fists and big as an adult's head. I was surprised when I first saw him. He was 1.5 meters tall and had a very small build. With his delicate appearance, he wasn't suited for fighting at all. But not everything that old man says is bluff, because it was true that he was insanely strong. Leader Tian then showed off his divine skills. In particular, I still can't forget the last moment. The leader ascended into the sky, avoiding the enhanced chi that came out of Battle Demon's fist. The sight of him flying around like an azure dragon while raining down dozens of enhanced sword chi was truly majestic. How envious! If I had seen that fight in person, I would have died a happy man. The sword god. Was it that majestic? While rolling around on the dirt with the battle demon, I barely managed to drive the sword into his heart. What use is being a sword god? Are you dissatisfied with something? Haven't you heard the rumor that Tian Hajin made a huge fortune illegally? Are you serious? I made a huge fortune illegally. With his martial arts being that strong, wouldn't he have done it? I think I heard that rumor too. Really? Well, given his position as the alliance leader. Moreover, Leader Tian had the strongest martial arts among all the leaders, right? He must have died before even spending all that money. I wonder how much he pocketed. 10 million taels? 100 million taels? It must have been a lot. Can tolerate other gossip, but accumulating money illegally. He'd been the Murim Alliance leader for a long time, too. True. I thought I had sacrificed everything in my life for Jianghu. I don't think they understand how much I like this Jianghu. Does this guy know? The fact that no one in Jianghu can receive such high-quality teaching, and the fact that he gets to learn quite an amazing martial art called Southern C7 movements so easily because I am his master. You've mastered quite a bit, huh? When did you get here? Just a while ago. You were just too immersed in your training. Keep this in mind. Even if it is the same martial art, there is a clear difference depending on who uses it. The most important thing in martial arts is always people. I will remember it. From now on, throw that away and practice with this. Did you buy it for me? Yes. Young master. Enough. Try unsheathing it. It feels completely different. Maybe it's because you bought it for me. Even if I am holding a treasured blade, it won't feel the same. You're saying that because you've never held a treasured sword before. Why? Young master, are you all right? What do you mean? They say that people only do things they normally won't before they die. If that happens, I will leave a will to have us buried together. There were only a few people who could look me in the eye when we talked. Since they were all afraid of me. Was that happiness? At that time. I thought that was the power to prove myself. I thought that was my pride. But now that I think about it, it was a way of life that I chose for no reason. How nice would it have been to be this informal with them? I will definitely become an expert with this blade that you have given me. I'm leaving. Work hard. Have you been well? Yes, sir. I trust you've been well too. I was on my way back from meeting your father. Honestly, ever since his engagement to Song Hwaling was broken off, our relationship has been pretty awkward. I know you were lost once. I also don't think it's a bad idea to get lost when you are younger, because it will soon pass. It can also help you overcome the wandering that will come later. I'm so grateful that he thinks so well of me. Though it may have stemmed from his friendship with my father, I really envy their relationship, since it was something I never had in my past life. If you're worried about what Len said about breaking off the engagement, there's no need to be. That's just how whimsical girls are. You also know that's not the case, right? I think Len is right. At least marriage should be left to the directly involved parties. Even so, I won't give up on you. You should have said you would behave from now on. Why are you talking so stubbornly? Do you really want me to get along with Lady Song? Isn't that a given? Why? What do you mean, why? How many times have I told you this before? Because she's pretty. And is that all? Her family is good, and she's smart, talented, and has a good personality. What more do you want? From what I can see, you must have saved Jamhu in your past life. Now that I think about it, I must have really saved Jamhu in my past life. But the most important thing is missing. There is no love. What's with that expression? We don't love one another, right? Was I wrong? Well, no. Then why are you looking at me like that? I think you've really grown up, young master. You really seemed like an adult. Anyway, why are you here? The patriarch called for you. You called for me, father. Yeah. I have something to tell you. Patriarch Song was here a little while ago. I just exchanged my greetings with him too. He said that it's impossible to break off the engagement. Ha, that guy. What do you want to tell me, father? When he came to visit, he told me a story. He said that the Shandong Chamber of Commerce, the largest commerce in Shandong, wants to unite various families in Shandong to form the Shandong Union. Shandong Union? Yeah. He said that not only Shandong, but other places are planning to unite as well. They are making this move before a new alliance leader is appointed. I strictly prohibited Murim factions from gathering together in the past. It's because I wanted to prevent the chaos that would occur when those with power come together. But to think Murim would start to change as soon as my death became known. This is much faster than I expected. The Shandong Chamber of Commerce said they would like to support Patriarch Song, and he is thinking about becoming the head of the Shandong Union. Are you going to support Patriarch Song, father? Yeah. I plan to support whatever decision he makes. I must carefully investigate why the Shandong Chamber of Commerce made this proposal. Since merchants only move when there is profit, especially when they join hands with Murim factions. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you, you say. It's something you should know anyway. I'll take my leave, then. All right. I feel that my relationship with my parents is getting deeper. At first, I thought I had to consciously accept them as my parents. But now, my feelings naturally take precedence over my consciousness. The feelings that they are really my parents. Even if I do to them the filial piety that I couldn't do to my late mother, she would probably understand. You seem surprised. Well, I didn't know you would come visit me. Honestly, I wouldn't have come here if I didn't need to ask you a favor. A favor? Yeah. Please persuade Patriarch Bai to make my father reject the Shandong Chamber of Commerce's offer. Will he change his mind if my father stops him? Honestly, I don't know. But what Patriarch Bai says will definitely have a big impact on my father's decision. I understand what you're saying. Then, why are you trying to stop that from happening? Because I think that leading the Shandong Union is something that doesn't suit him. Are you sure you're not underestimating him? I think it's still 100 times better than the problems that will arise from overestimating him. Not bad. You definitely need to move carefully amidst all the changes. Especially, if you overestimate yourself, there is a high possibility that you will be swept away. Didn't the previous alliance leader stabilize Murim? I don't think it would be a bad thing to be the head of a union during a time of peace like this. The Song family's power can also be greatly increased. That's exactly what I'm worried about. What do you mean? The former alliance leader had been running the Murim alliance for too long with his great martial prowess. It's true that he protected Jianghu's peace. But conversely, there are also things grown in the dark. Things grown in the dark? Like what? Suppressed desire. Murim people are those with the instinct to beat their opponents and move up. They are inherently violent and barbaric. We are wolves and tigers, not rabbits or deer, right? However, due to the former leader's strength, everyone lived hiding their true nature, since they would be eliminated if they dared to reveal it. Haven't they been waiting for the alliance leader's death for a long time? They only wanted me dead. Was it because of what Song Hualing said? I had a dream after a long time. In my dream, I went back to the past and had a meeting at the Murim Alliance. Those people just wanted me to die. Then was I assassinated? You didn't tell Patriarch Bai. Yes. All right, it can't be helped. Sorry for asking you a favor for nothing. I just think your method is wrong. What really? If my father earnestly tries to stop Patriarch Song as you said, then he may actually succeed. However, won't he have lingering doubts about this? Not only that, but it could also cause a rift in the friendship between our fathers. And that isn't what you want, right? Of course not. I also don't want their relationship to go south because of this. That's why we have to find a concrete reason to make him refuse this position. As you said, it would be great if we could find one. But how do we find it? Have you tried looking for it? For what? I asked if you have tried looking for it. Not the suppressed desire you mentioned, but a specific reason that makes him reject the position. No. I heard something worth checking out from our general manager Zhang. The Shandong Chamber of Commerce, which tied itself to the Song family, was trying to do a big business a few months ago. But at some point, the story about it disappeared altogether. A business? What business? I don't know either. But I think it might have something to do with this. We may need to find out why the business was discontinued. My father will give his answer soon, so we don't have enough time to find out. If we pay an information merchant to put information about it, we will be able to find out within the day. An information merchant? Yeah. It requires a bit of money, though. The decision is yours. Who would have thought she would come back with a large sum of 2,000 taels in just 4 hours? Seeing how nervous she is, I guess she has never used the information merchant yet. Well, I also heard about the information merchant from Gal Seriang. I guess it's only natural that Song Hualin is nervous. Heavenly Net Union QUBU branch. I'm nervous, since it's my first time. Even if you are, don't show it, since it will increase the cost. All right then. What business do you have here? I came here to buy information, of course. What information do you want? I want to know about the Shandong Chamber of Commerce. That'd be 1,500 taels. It was originally 200 taels, but the price has recently risen. This means that something must have happened to increase the value of information. I'll buy it. A few months ago, the Shandong Chamber of Commerce joined hands with the Yang Syndicate and advanced into Hebei. Yang Syndicate. If it's a few months ago, that's before I dealt with them. This must have been from the time when Yang Jizha was still the leader. As you know, it is as difficult for a merchant group to advance into another region as it is for a Murim faction. This is because the existing Chamber of Commerce isn't going to simply let that happen. Still, they pushed forward, believing in the power of the Yang Syndicate. That's correct. In the process, they got into a conflict with the Shi family, which supported the Hebei Chamber of Commerce. A regional fight broke out, and it could have escalated into a major fight. However, with the death of the Yang Syndicate leader this time, the Shandong Chamber of Commerce suffered a loss. This is because Zheng Yu, who became the new leader, cut off his relationship with the Shandong Chamber of Commerce. So, what are the Hebei Chamber of Commerce and Shi family doing? They are said to be preparing to take revenge on the Shandong Chamber of Commerce, of course. There are even rumors that the Hebei Chamber of Commerce is taking this opportunity to expand into Shandong. Now, this is all the information I have related to the Shandong Chamber of Commerce. Thank you. If the information was not helpful to US, 1,500 taels could have been said to be an exorbitant price. But what we just heard is worth more than 1,500 taels. So the Shandong Union was all a sham. They were trying to use US to escape the pressure from the Hebei Chamber of Commerce and the Shi family. You got it right. How scary. Yes, it's indeed scary. I have to go and tell my father about this right away. Thanks for help. There's no need to thank me. This is information you bought with your own money. I heard that Patriarch Song and Lady Song came yesterday. Yes, they are. Patriarch Song, who heard the story of the incident, came with Song Hualin and expressed his gratitude to me at the gathering. Thanks. I heard that it was thanks to you that we were able to find out the truth. No, sir. Lin was the one who found it out. I simply accompanied her. I know that's not what happened. If it weren't for you, our family would have been in a lot of trouble. His large, rough hands are unexpectedly warm. Thank you so much. I think you have won some points from Lady Song for this incident. After that, you must have taken her to have a drink, right? No, we parted right away. You should have at least had a drink together. You still have things yet to settle. I didn't do it for that. Anyway, let us spar today. Is there anything upsetting you these days? If that's the case, just spend some time with Lady Song instead. Stop your nonsense, and go get your blade. Pardon? We're sparring with real blades. Then should we spar with wooden blades? Isn't that a given, comma? That's fine too, if you're never going to draw a sword outside that wall. I will go get the blade. Now that we're actually doing this, I'm scared. Of course you should be scared. Pulling out a blade and pointing it at another person is a scary thing. However, you shouldn't give up just because you're scared. I don't know how Guang Tu will take it. Every single word contains my understanding about martial arts. I'm scared because I might accidentally hurt you, young master. Don't worry, and come at me like I'm your real enemy. Yes. Open your eyes wide and do it properly. Open your eyes. You will die if you close them. Focus on your posture. Yes. Remember it. This is what real fighting feels like. Yes, young master. Guang Tu. Yes. If you're scared, you can stop learning. There's no need to overdo it. Young master, I'd like to learn until the end. I liked learning martial arts. Though I was really scared just now. I was happy. I was glad I was fighting. Then you should go until the end. Yes, I will. Young master, don't give up on me. That depends on your performance. It's the spring rain. Looks like spring is really coming. Yeah. Spring has come. I didn't feel anything when I saw the first snow. Yet this spring rain is making me excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm curious about what will happen in the future. A few days later. Young master. They have made an announcement regarding the new alliance leader. In the end, IT happened. Who is IT? The Heavenly Blade Sect Master has become the new leader. What did YOPU say? The Heavenly Blade Sect Master, Ma Fingji. Ma Fingji is the same Heavenly Blade Sect leader who disguised himself as Ma Yingchong earlier. Not only does he have complicated relationships with women, he himself is a mess. He was not only greedy for money, but also for power, and his personality was sinister and cruel. Honestly, I never thought about Ma Fingji as the new leader. Someone like that became the Muram Alliance leader after me. Did you hear it wrong? No. People are talking about it everywhere you go. There's no way Gao Seriang would pick Ma Fingji. There is no way he couldn't have prevented Ma Fingji from being selected either. Something is wrong.